Hello, everybody, and welcome to Big Rob's Little Podcast. This is good old Big R here, and this is Big Rob's Little Podcast number 15 with Sean Dilts and Connor Heywood.
What's up?
Say hello, Connor.
What's up?
There we go. Taking this hat off. Fixing my mic up a little bit. All right. There we go. Back to my original setup. I am going to share this link first onto Facebook so people can watch us live as we are going. Yes. But first, we'll get right into this. Big Rob's Little Podcast number 15. It's a pretty special podcast, I guess you could say, since it's the 15th one. Almost at 20. Huge. The views just keep going up and up.
Congrats on number 15.
Yeah, thank you.
All the support needed.
Yeah. All right, so the link has been posted to Facebook. And we will get right into the podcast right now. Cool. So we'll start off first, Sean. Matthew Mounty was on my last podcast, and he called you, Sean, out on your Christmas lights. What is your response to Matthew Mounty?
Well, he is not a real Canadian. He is the Canadian disgrace, and he is an American, and he will not win his matches this weekend. And Nolan Pink will retain his belt. And I do not like him. So that's my thoughts. And they are not Christmas lights. They are party lights. So you just know that because they're party lights, not Christmas lights. And they're good to use when you're in a dark room and you need a lights to be on. So you just go in your dark bedroom and stub your toe or something, and then I'll laugh my ass off. So yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to start with questions for both of you. So both of you can take turns answering. The first question is, who is your all-time favorite wrestler, and why are they your all-time favorite wrestler?
Ooh. Well, I know you guys know this. John Cena has been my all-time favorite wrestler. He's always been my favorite. I liked him since he started. So I got John Cena, and my other one would be Rikishi because he's been my second all-time favorite. So ever since I seen him, he's been mine, and he's my mom's favorite too. So gotta support him. So yeah, and I seen him at Crossfire Wrestling before at Bring the Heat. So that was nice. So yep.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And for my all-time favorite for indie wrestling, I would have to say all-time favorite indie wrestler. I'll do two groups. Well, three. I'll do three. So, Crossfire, it would have to be Go Time, Crystal Plant. CWF, it'll have to be Cody Deaner. And from NWX, it'll have to be the man himself, Tyler Blaze. Youth Gone Wild, all the way. Bam. Yeah.
All right, Connor.
Okay. When I was growing up, it's always been Edge because I just like his style. Now at Crossfire, it's Crazy Steve because I had the honor and privilege of meeting him not once but twice.
Right.
And in the other promotions, it's the cowboy himself, James Storm.
Fair enough. All right. So you got James Storm and Crazy Steve for you. It's cool.
Don't forget Edge.
And Edge, right. Can't forget about the Rated R Superstar.
Edge!
All right, this next question is to Sean.
Okay.
So what is the goal or the main idea behind the Main Event podcast?
Well, the goal and the and that is to get more views and get out there and get popular and get my name out there, just like every other podcast out there. So trying to get my name out there and start it so people know who I am. So
Okay, cool. This next question is to Connor, but I mean, Sean, if you want to add your input too. How did you grow up on wrestling?
Well, I started actually watching it fully when I was at the age of 14. Got into it,
Right.
but I when I was little, I dabbled into it every once in a while because I was flipping through in the channels and it was on every once in a while
Yeah.
for like the preview stuff and all that. I guess I didn't really get into it until like 14 on, then started going to shows just recently, and it's just it's just fun and entertaining. So I just continued to watch it
Fair enough.
and to be part of the crowds.
and then I grew up on wrestling because mine and the person that runs this podcast, Big Rob, our whole family was into wrestling ever since they were younger, and my dad got me into it because he's a huge wrestling fan. So, and then I just started watching when I was a kid with my dad all the time, and then he got me into it, and then I started going to the wrestling events all around. Like for instance, my first one I ever went to was Rough Wrestling. Robbie knows that.
Yep. Right out of
Out,
Welland.
out of Welland, yep. Used to be at the Knights of Columbus all the time. We used to go there all the time and watch that. So that was my first ever like indie wrestling I started to go to, and then I used to watch Raw and SmackDown on TV all the time, and then I just got into it. So I liked it and just stuck with it. And wrestling's been my favorite thing ever since. So
Cool. Fair enough.
yeah.
Finally, this is to both of you. What are your thoughts on Matthew Mounty calling out Cody Deaner for a future match?
He's
My
going to get
thought
his ass kicked.
that match isn't even that's going to be the shortest loss in his career. He's going to get DDT'd in a matter of like 2 minutes. So
Fair enough.
He's going to get his ass kicked, and yeah, he's probably going to get DDT'd probably more than once, and it's going to be the shortest match he ever had in his entire career.
yep, shortest loss. He'll lose in like 2 minutes because he is the Canadian disgrace,
Yep.
Matthew Mounty.
I just don't know what to say. But anyways, that's all the time we have. I want to thank both of you for being on my podcast.
Oh, no problem.
Thank
Happy
you.
to be here.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no problem. First, for those, if you like anything to add before we end this.
Yeah, we got two wrestling events this weekend. We got Port Coburn, which is tomorrow. Can't wait to see. And I got my supporting the Hot Mess Express, Lenny Lilac, Beautiful Bia.
Yeah, Hot Mess Express.
Yep. And got to support her and got to support my other favorite, Patsy Blue, tomorrow. And I get to see her on Sunday, so get to see her twice this weekend. Can't wait. And can't wait to see Patsy Blue defeat Clayton Sherlock on Sunday, and he's going to get what's coming to him because he sucks. And yes, he is a woman beater.
Connor, anything you'd like to add?
I hate him.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole hidden women thing, but the Canadian disgrace will get destroyed.
Yes. Well, Matthew Mounty will be in action this weekend, both at Port Coburn show and the NWX show in St. Catharines on Sunday. So,
hope he gets his ass kicked.
Oh yeah, he will.
All right, guys. Make sure to go like this video if you do like it. Subscribe to my channel. Comment. Go like Big Rob's Little Podcast Facebook page. Go like the Main Event Podcast Facebook page.
Like it up, share, post it on your wall.
Help
us get more views and likes.
Yes. My next guest will be Matt Goff on Sunday, right after NWX. Once I get home and whatnot. that also will happen if Matthew Mounty doesn't take over first and call it the Border Patrol podcast.
I just want to put it out there that my next guest, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's a good buddy that me, Robbie, and Connor play online with, Chris Wright. So he's my next guest on the main event podcast, which will be sometime this weekend. So
yeah, there you go. So
I might actually have two guests on the podcast because I might do it tomorrow when Big Rob comes to Port Coburn. So yep.
Yeah. So back off on Sunday, and then next week, hopefully, Nolan Pank. Hopefully, he's still champion by the time I have him on.
Oh, he will be. He will be. The
yeah.
Canadian disgrace is going to lose. So Nolan Pink's going to outlast him. His title reign is going to be longer than the Canadian disgrace.
All right, guys. Until Sunday, this has been Big Rob's Little Podcast number 15, and we are out of here.
Too sweet.
Yep.
Boom.